Hosepipe bans and extreme weather warnings as much of England and Wales brace for a heatwave.
Good morning. It certainly is going to turn hotter this week, especially from Thursday to Sunday when the Met Office has an amber extreme heat warning in force. Temperatures could reach 36 or even 37 in some parts of the south.
Hello. Our spell of largely dry and increasingly hot weather is set to continue for the rest of this week. Over the next few days, we see those heatwave conditions building and hardly any rain in the forecast. Just the far northwest of Scotland, where we see a weather front close by, we see a little bit of rain. But for the rest of us, high pressure dominates as that high pressure shifts its way slightly more towards the east. That will draw in this really hot air from the near continent. So particularly by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, we'll see those temperatures soaring, particularly across a good part of England and Wales.
And the Star issues a red alert over the upcoming heat wave.
Good morning, and it's a beautiful start to the day here in London with just a gentle breeze. It's comfortable at the moment, but of course temperatures are set to rise. Now, widely across northern Scotland and the south coast of England, temperatures are between 16 and 18 degrees currently, but inland, for some of us, it is that bit cooler at 8 or 9 degrees. But the Met Office has got an amber extreme heat warning in force. Now, this runs from Thursday until Sunday. Some parts of the south could have temperatures 36, possibly 37 degrees.
Well, as we've just been hearing there from Carol, there is more scorching weather on the way. Environmental groups are worried that this dry spell could have a serious impact on our rivers.
Let's talk now to our reporter Alexis Green, who's at a nature reserve in Hampshire. Now, Alexis, how much concern is there where you are?
There is a big concern. At the moment, you can see that river levels are looking fairly normal, but they are in fact well below average. We're at St Clair's Nature Reserve at Soberton in Hampshire, which is just east of Southampton. Now, the river levels, as I said here, are very low. This is a chalk river which runs through the Meon Valley. Now, there are around 200 chalk rivers in the world, but 85% of those are based in southern and eastern England, and they need rainfall to replenish themselves. We know that rainfall amounts have been pretty low this year. We're not expecting, as Carol said, any significant rainfall for the rest of this week, possibly next. Now, Thames Water, the latest company to announce restrictions in their region for 15 million customers in southern England and also London. They said that the restrictions will come into place in the next few weeks. The exact date at the moment is unknown, and they say they urge customers to only use what they need for their essential use. They follow Southern Water, which announced restrictions for Hampshire and the Isle of Wight last Friday. Southeastern Water will announce restrictions. They come into place this Friday, the 12th, for Kent and also Sussex. And the Isle of Man already have restrictions in place, and they came into place in July. Now, we do know that a few counties across the south, Wiltshire, Devon, Somerset and also Hampshire, are already in a heatwave. And that heatwave criteria is 3 consecutive days over a certain threshold. And here in Hampshire, that's around 27 Celsius. So we've already had 3 consecutive days where temperatures have been above 27 Celsius. For the London area, that's above 28 Celsius. And I'm sure there will be a heat wave announced really right the way across many regions as we head through the course of today, with temperatures expected to soar to around 30 to 31 Celsius.
Now, it's going to be another glorious day today.
It is. It was still a little sort of hazy and a bit cool when we came out this morning.
It's chilly at night time, but it's going to warm up. Let's go straight to a beautiful shot of Glasgow this morning. There we are. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's lovely.
Beautiful
it's
clear
serene
sky.
and calm before the city sort of starts waking up, isn't it?
But then that leads us into the Met Office Amber Extreme Heat Warning. It's valid from Thursday until Sunday, and it covers a large part of England, East Wales and also the Isle of Wight, of course. And it does mean that you could well face some disruption. Be prepared, essentially.
That does, yes, it does, certainly, Ben. River levels here are fairly low. I'm at St Clair's Nature Reserve in Soberton in Hampshire, which is just east of Southampton. This is the Meon River. It runs south through the Meon Valley, and it's a chalk river. There are around 200 chalk rivers in the world, but 85% of those are in southern and eastern England.
Good morning, Ben and Sal, and good morning to you too. It certainly is a warm start in central London and other parts of the country too. Temperatures overnight last night across northern Scotland and also southern England didn't fall away too lowly at all. Now, the Met Office has got an extreme heat amber weather warning in force, and the forecast for the next few days anyway is the heat wave is building, especially so across England and Wales, where some of us in the south could have temperatures 36 or 37 degrees. But for the bulk of the British Isles, it is going to be dry for the next few days.